Hey, how's it going, everybody? So I got a question from someone who asked, how they could use their law degree potentially to help people, and if that's a worthwhile endeavor. And I kind of responded to this in three different ways, because people can use their law degree to help people in a variety of ways, whether they're doing stuff for indigent clients, or they're helping out maybe with a legal aid clinic or something like that. But the real question is whether you want to really be the direct aid, a supporting aid, or you want to do something that's more economic development. In other words, you kind of build a better future for everybody with your bigger ideas. And so how this kind of ties in together is if you want to do direct aid, in other words, you want to be the person who's there directly helping somebody, then you're probably thinking, you want to be, at least in legal realm, someone that's, right there, kind of helping an individual indigent client, maybe they're dealing with a landlord-tenant issue or something like that. Then that's kind of the field you want to be in. You want to be working one-on-one with that person, doing that pro bono work. But the background to that is, can you afford to do those things? If you want to be someone that does direct aid, are you going to be able to afford to live that lifestyle? How much time can you spend doing pro bono work? Can you get into a legal aid clinic or help center because they have limited positions if there's a legal aid of a certain county or something like that? It may be more tough for you to get into, and the salaries may not be that high, especially if you have a high debt load. And so with that background information, the real question is are your total debts, whether you're undergrad, law school, and beyond, are they going to outweigh your ability to do what you really love? And in this case, we're talking about directly aiding somebody. Or how much time are you going to be able to spend helping out those that are indigent? And that's what you have to think about. Now, with the second one, supporting aid, which means you're providing the funds to help someone who's giving direct aid. If you were to compare it to someone that was, helping out with a hurricane disaster, you're someone that is giving money so that aid workers can go in and provide resources to people. Obviously, if you're working in the legal field and you're eventually making a lot more money down the road, which usually takes potentially 10 years to get into that solid six-figure plus salary range, then you could be doing it that way. You could be someone who is giving lots of money to charitable organizations or individuals who are helping others. Now that's become harder than ever, and again, the same underlying factors that we take into account. Are your debt loads going to limit your ability to do that if you're paying $1,000, $2,000 potentially a month because of these expenses? Can will you be able to afford to do that? And so with everything I always say, you should be going to law school if you choose to do so at free or near free. And it's not terribly hard to do for the average person if they really work hard at it, if they make that initial investment. And then there's the third one, which is economic development. And that is you're engineering a better future by finding efficiencies. In other words, you look for ways to improve everybody's lives by making transactions faster and better, just like computers make information be able to be spread around much faster, or you have cars that are more fuel efficient, or whatever you want to put it into, or kind of corner and context it as. You're using your monies to make people's lives better by making technology more affordable. And technically, that is the most long-term sustainable thing. When it comes to improving people's lives, raising the standard of living, and making technology, including in the forms of healthcare technology, or things that deal with healing people up, whether it's antibiotics or different types of life support systems, so that improving those things and making people's lives better is a way of aiding people. That said, if you're entrepreneurial and that's what you want to do, then how are you going to use your law degree toward that? I mean, you can use your legal knowledge in being entrepreneurial, or you can be a lawyer who, and this is often the case, who is successful and then uses some of their money to invest in other things to help people. That's another way that you can aid people. So it's really just up to you, what you'd like to do with your law degree, whether you're going to do direct aid, directly helping somebody, supporting aid, giving money to help others support others, or investing in the future, investing in technology, better ideas, improving the overall conditions for everybody. But again, it all comes back to, are your debts and your costs and getting that point going to keep you from being able to afford to do that? So I just thought I'd give my 2 cents on that, and I hope you all take care until we talk next time. All right, bye.